is welcome here. Guess what? I'm doing broccoli soup again. Look at the size of this damn thing. Oh my gosh. They were all, I got 3.5 kilos, close to 4, and they're all humongous. Look at them all. Isn't that amazing what I've got there? So anyway, what we're doing this morning is I've chopped up some, but I just wanted to show you how I'm doing it. I am keeping all the stalks, and they all get cut into small pieces and cooked first. So I do that. The onion I've already cut up. You can probably see the onion here. I've already cut it into, I think that was 3 onions, because I've kind of tripled the recipe. So you can just, yeah, I had probably about 8 heads. The recipe calls for, I'll just give it a quick rundown on it. Yeah, can you see the recipe? Oh, I might be back to front. All right, it's 3 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 large onions, 2 big stalks of broccoli. I mean, honestly, that is huge. It doesn't have to be that big. Salt and pepper, vegetable stock. You want, for the vegetable stock, you want 3 cups of that. I just work out the consistency I want. If I want a really thick, chunky, not chunky, but a thick soup, I won't make it as runny, so I'll put less in, because you want coconut cream as well. So once you get it, you know, to where you want it, put your coconut cream in, and then if you need to add more stock to make it runnier, if you like it runny. I like mine really thick so that it sticks to the spoon. And then, yeah, 1 cup of coconut cream, or 1 small tin. I've got one, and I've got a large tin and then a small tin, so I'll be putting all that in. That's the ingredients. It's pretty good. We just want to fry the onion with the butter first, and then we're going to add the broccoli stalks and the stock, salt, pepper, etc., etc. So I'm just going to go through it because I want to get this on. It's probably, I'm just going to use a knife, because I'm just going to willy-nilly this, because I've tripled the ingredients. So, you know, 3 tablespoons of butter. I don't know if you can see me over there. No, you cannot. Hey. Okay, yeah, that's 1. This is vegan butter. I'm just going to whack in a little bit more. And to stop that from burning, I'm just going to put in a little olive oil. Oh no, what's this one? Oh, this is macadamia nut oil. Doesn't matter. Some sort of oil, just to stop that from burning on the bottom. Okay. So in we go. I want to turn that on to, I don't know, medium heat. Medium heat. While I am letting that get hot, I'm just going to keep going with the broccoli. I'm nearly finished, but what I do is I just cut the end off first, because that's been exposed. Sometimes it's quite hard, so cut it back to where it's not as hard, and then I just cut the can you see me? I'm just cutting down. And grabbing all the florets, and then they're going into bowls, which I'll then, after the stalks are cooked, they will get thrown in at the end. We are going to vitamize all this as well. So once it's all vitamized, and see, that's what you're left with. Well, that's getting chopped up too. Can you see it? Yeah. So just chop it down. And how are we going for volume there? Sorry, I'm not sure. I just, okay. Yep, that should be good. So we're just going to cut it into small pieces and into the bowl. because we want this to cook rapidly, and then we can put in the florets. So we want to cook the onion first. And then all these beautiful, beautiful stems. And yeah, they taste like broccoli, so don't throw the stems away. And these are from local farmers, so the actual broccoli is beautiful, and they treat them with a lot of respect and kindness. So how are we going? I think this is the last one, my last big, huge thing. Whoops. Okay. Yeah. So the same thing here. I'm just going to cut the end off that stem. I mean, look at the size of it. That's why you want to keep them, because you don't want them to be wasted. That's a lot of food there. And see how you're just cutting through them there? So you just see you've got the florets. Whoops. That is starting to melt. So I'm just going to get a spoon thingy. Oh, have I got one? Oh, yeah, there. Hang on. Okay, I just had it bleaching this morning. I'm just going to throw in the onion because that's starting to get quite hot. So 3 onions. Like I said, it's only 1.5 for this. Any colour. You choose what colour onion you want. And I'll just go through. Oh, 6. Okay, if I'm gonna, I might have to put a little bit more in there. Fine. Hang on a minute. Don't know if you can see me. How much oil have I got? Not a lot. I'm just going to whack a bit more oil in because this is nearly out. So I'm just going to put this in. Just use that up. Hey, here I am. Look at that. And I'm just going to whack a bit more butter in because that actually was not enough, I don't think. I'll just put a bit more in. Okay, that looks good. Yes, I've washed my hands. Okay. Yeah, I know, because I just don't want people saying, oh, your hands are dirty, because no, they're not. All right, that looks beautiful. That'll all melt down there. And we're just going to finish doing these. Flour it off. So how have you been today? It's raining here. It's raining. It's cold. Oh, yeah, look at me. I'm in a, you don't usually see me in a jumper and stuff, but yeah, it's cold. It's wet. I've been out shopping, getting to the market, picking up some jar, well, a jar and some other things. Anyway, okay, so I'm just continuing to do this. Just chop them into little pieces, willy-nilly. I mean, they don't have to be perfect. These are going to get blended with the blitzer, so you don't have to worry if they're odd shapes. These are not going to be what people are seeing when they eat it. If you want to leave it chunky, you could leave it chunky. If you wanted people to eat chunky soup, yeah, you could do that. But yeah, I like it smooth and delicious. Smooth and delicious. Okay. All right. So what else goes in here? So I think we're just going to give this a bit of a stir here. That smelling nice. This is on medium heat. This doesn't have any garlic or anything because we want the broccoli to be the, you know, the star here. That's what we want. We want the broccoli to be the star. Look at all my groceries here. I'll just turn you around. Hang on a minute. Without cutting you off. Turn around. This one. Okay, so I got a big head of broccoli. I mean, this thing is massive. Yeah, $2.50. I've got like 2 kilos of navel oranges, like $2 a kilo. I've got mandarins, big, beautiful mandarins. I'm going to dehydrate them. And they were like $2 a kilo as well. So I got like 3.5 kilos of that. I got the broccoli. I got a big wombok. I love the wombok in my coleslaw instead of normal cabbage. I've also got celery at $2. And I got this beautiful, oh, this is cooking nicely. So you just cook it down. You just want to blend that butter into it. And I probably have to turn this up a little bit. I'll just turn it up a tiny touch. Okay, and just let that keep going. And then I got some of these for $2 for that whole tray. I mean, that was really cheap. And then I've got these beautiful big corns. And I'm going to make a corn Thai curry out of these. So I've got 5 of those. And they look absolutely beautiful. So I've got heaps of food. This cost me just under $40. Is there anything else I got? I don't think so. But I mean, it's massive amounts of food. I'll have food for a couple of months frozen. And that'll be fantastic. So, yeah, this is going well. That's really melting down now, and now that I've turned it up. You've probably seen me cooking this before. If you haven't tried it, give it a go. If you like broccoli, this is the way to go. Have some beautiful broccoli and enjoy it. So, what am I doing today? What was I talking about? Yeah, so I just made some coffee and letting that just go. I think that's enough. I'm going to put these chopped stems in there now. Just turn you around a little bit. There. And just stir that through, because at the moment we're not really putting much in here. I'm just going to let that saute through with the onions. That looks beautiful. Actually, I might just show it. Anyway, I was talking about my coffee. I'm doing my coffee and I'm doing it a different way. So let's have a look. So I've put the stalks in, and I'm going to put in some of this beautiful stock. Like I said, I've got, I'll probably just cover this because I've also got a lot more of these florets to put in. I've got all these florets to put in. That's a lot of florets. Oh, there's some still here. That needs to come up to the boil now. So I'm just going to turn that right up. It's already smelling good. I'm going to put the lid on at this stage and let that melt down a little, or soften. Okay. And a bit of salt and pepper. I'll just put a little salt and pepper in. So hang on a minute. Yeah. So a little salt and pepper. Where am I going with this? Okay, so pepper. I've got just normal pepper. I usually use the 3-colored pepper, you know, the tri-colored pepper. I find that's really good. That's not sitting there properly. I'm just going to put that back on. And then I've got some Celtic salt. And everyone knows Celtic salt has the most minerals in it. Why are you not staying there? So minerals in it. It's quite a damp salt. And I need to get some more. I'm nearly out. But I'll just quickly put in some handfuls of that. Not handfuls, but probably, I don't know, a tablespoon or so. This will enhance the flavors, and also it will help to preserve it, because I don't put any preservatives in there or anything like that. This is just cooked and frozen. I put a fair bit of pepper in because this is like 3 batches, so it's there's a lot of salt and a lot of pepper going in because it's, you know, a lot of batches. It's more than 1 batch, so I have to rigorously put the pepper in because I love that pepper. I love that little peppery tang. You know, there's that little bite of pepper. Okay, we'll give that a little stir. And put the lid on. I want to get that all soaked around there. Oh, there's a bit of butter there. Okay. Lovely. Just wait for that to do its thing. Now I'm going to have a tutorial soon on the joys of making coffee from scratch, and I just might nick down now. Do you want to come with me down into the garden? Although I do find it hard to harvest with one hand, but that's okay. Let's go and do it, because that's going to take a few minutes. I might just take you down. It's raining, but I might just take you down. What am I going to put them in? Should have a basket out here. Let's see if I can get out the door. Yes, I can. Let's have a look. Oh, it is raining a bit. I think I can get by with a little bit of rain. I'm going to take one of these big baskets down, and just going to go and grab, look, my garden. I was up the ladder at 3 o'clock in the morning sorting out my, look at these lights. They've got flowers on again already, and I haven't even put the mulch around yet. All the sweet potato under there. Look at all the sweet potatoes. So I've got food to last. Oh, there's some cherry tomatoes over here. You know, I've got food to last me for ages. My spring onions are coming up here, which I put in from. I bought some, and I cut the ends off and froze it, and I just put the roots in there, and they've all grown. My bees and fish aren't doing much today. I've still got oranges on the tree, so the bats and possums can have some of those. And yeah, it's all looking good. I'm hardly having to work in the garden anymore because I've got it to the point where it's sustainable, and that it's really easy. Now, this is the part I've just done. I've just chopped all this out. These are some of the heliconias, and I've really made room for these banana trees because I want fruit from the banana trees. I'm just going to quickly show you because this is raining. I might get the umbrella. What am I thinking about? Get the umbrella, girl. Don't wander around in the rain. Yes, I was up the water tank because the water tank wasn't flowing correctly, so I had to change one of the dials on it. My umbrella is broken. That's all right. At least I'll be a little bit dry here. I may not be able to collect any. I don't know if there's much on there. There's a few, but look at my bananas. Oh, hang on. Where am I going? Hang on. Look at my lovely, beautiful hibiscus. I mean, these are honestly humongous. They'll make some beautiful tea. I'll probably collect some of those after I get off this live. And everything's growing well. This rain is really perking things up. I've put with the oregano here next to this tank, I've put some mint in there as well. Hi, how are you going? Oh, who's there? Hey. Could start a fire. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, okay, I'll have to get my glasses on. Like, I'm in the garden, I haven't got my glasses on. I can read some of it, but I just want to show you what's happening in here in my little garden. I've got a lot of strawberries happening. And I've put them all in this front bit here because it was getting a lot of weeds, and where there's weeds, I don't want a weed. So if you put some strawberries there, they actually make it. I've got to come through this bush here. Actually, got to tie it up. Look at my beautiful, beautiful bananas. Woohoo! So that's my beautiful bananas. Look, my Monsterio are still beautiful. And because of all this rain, they'll be starting to get to the point where they're edible. I've got other Monsterios as well. I've actually got flowers coming back on this lemon tree as well, which is quite funny. I'm actually going to go a different way because that was... No, I'm not. I'm going to go that way again. Hang on a minute. Okay. And flowers on the blueberry bush as well. So yeah, I'm getting blown away, but at least it stopped raining a little bit, enough for me to pick some of these. Look at all these beautiful, beautiful strawberries down here. There's a lot. They're just coming on, but here's a few, and I pick them when they turn red. These are the coffee. So I've still got a little bit of coffee to go here in the garden. So I just want to pick what's ripe. I don't pick them when they're green. I pick them when they're ripe because I can then process them a little bit easier. Got a lot in here. Some are small, some are big, but the coffee is so delightful. I've had some this morning. I'm pretty buzzing. I've had yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful cup of coffee. I just had it by itself. I didn't add any chai or chocolate cacao, anything like that. I just had it as it is. I don't know if there's many left here. Just look at all these coffees. So you can see I've still got so many green ones. But this is enough for me. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I actually prefer to pick and process, you know, as I go. This is the end. I've already picked a lot of them, and this is just the end of the process. You can see there's not many, but I don't like to waste the coffee beans. I think this is something that lasts. I mean, you can put them onto once you've processed them a little bit, you can put them in jars and it'll last for years, literally years. So that's what I like to do. Oh, there's so many up here. You can see through there. Oops, don't fall back. It's all right. Keep your eye on the game. Yeah, there's a heap through here. Just quickly grab the red ones. Oh, I think that's it. It's not too many. I'm running around here. Run around the back. There's another one there. Oh, it's gone. Don't know where that went. But yeah, the ones that go on the ground, they make little coffee trees here. And I can pop them in a pot, and then you know, they take 6 years to mature, and then they'll give off more coffee beans. So I like to put them in little pots and just leave them, and then eventually I'll repot them and probably sell them off. But everything's looking good. This was a garden bed I made recently of all the different types of sweet potatoes, and they're going really well. I better nick back upstairs. Oh, I love this chicory. Look at these beautiful purple chicory flowers. I mean, you can't really see them that well because it's been raining and they're a little bit crushed, but everything's doing well here. Probably have to come down soon and get look how well these ones are doing in here. The rainbow chard, the silver beet, and my kale, and I've put some silver beets in there as well. I've got Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, wombok. See my wombok, look at it. I've actually got wombok this year. The first season I've tried wombok. So yeah, so this is only what I've got. Oh, hello. Okay. Don't know if you've been listening to me actually, have you? Did it go off and I've come back? Did it go off and I came back? I don't know. Don't know if you could hear me. Anyway, I'm chucking this umbrella onto here. Chuck the umbrella and come back out. Come back out into the... So I've still got limes on here, which is bizarre. Look. Still got limes and it's already getting flowers. Look. So, yeah. It's one of those things that... and the little finger lime is actually still doing okay. Oops. Don't know if I lost you there. My Wi-Fi is terrible here. I'm going to get a new Wi-Fi thing, and it's there. I've got it. Look at these beautiful roaring megs. They're so cute when they're coming out. Look at the little pods as they come out into these beautiful little bells, and they're just really gorgeous little bells that hang down. Oh, this area's all cleaned up. All right, so I'm going to head back inside. Better close the gate. And so what I do, now just turn you around here quickly. This is what I've been doing with the coffee. So I'm actually rolling it now with a rolling pin. And I'll show you another time because I haven't really got, I mean, I've got coffee everywhere. There's coffee inside, there's coffee here. These are the ones that I've already dried. I've laid them out in the sun to dry. And that's part of the process. And so yeah, part of the process is to lay them out in the sun. Oh, this car's going past. Hang on, I'll just close that off so you don't hear them. And so these red cherries will go into a bowl of water. And this is the easiest way I've found. Let's see what's happening in here. Yum. Looking good. I always seem to make a mess when I'm cooking. That's okay. Yeah, I can feel they're softening already. And I think another few minutes there and that will be softened beautifully. Don't know what that is there. I think that's a little bit of, hang on, I'll take this out. It's a little bit of onion skin. We're done with the onion skin in there. I'm sure it will break down very well in with the blender. Okay, so that's beautiful. Hi, back again. Back here again in the kitchen. What's Tina cooking in the kitchen? Well, today I'm cooking. Oh, hang on. Let me see who's there. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I don't know how to read my messages. How do I read the messages? Thanks, Jason. I don't know how to scroll it down or up. Want some sausages? No, I actually am vegan, but vegetarian, vegan, whatever you want to call it. I don't eat animals anymore, so I won't have sausages, not unless I do some vegan sausages. Hola, hola. How are you? I hope I'm not turning you off. Yeah, I don't know if you got all that down in the garden, because I forgot that I don't have very good Wi-Fi, and I'm wandering around the garden, so you might not have heard hardly any of it. I don't know, because I didn't have you on my mobile data. I only had you on like the house Wi-Fi. I'm a little bit damp. Yeah, my hair goes frizzy when it's raining for some reason. Okay, so yeah, it's a little bit damp, a little bit cool here. So now let's have a look at the recipe and see what we've got to do next. So I might just quickly turn the fan on for a second. Okay, just to suck all that up. So I'm just going to, while we're chatting, I'm going to cut the celery up and put it into some, well, not containers, some bags, because I can't put it in the fridge like this because it won't last very long. So what I do is I tail it, take the tail off. You could put that in with the soup if you like. I might keep that and put it in when I do my corn toe curry. And I'll just chop this up into little pieces. It's just the end, but that'll be okay in a soup. It'll give a really nice flavor. And then I just chop it into size pieces like this. I put them in a bowl and let them soak in some water. I've got some boiled water, and once it's cooled, I put it in there. And then I put it in plastic bags. So I'm not doing that at the moment. I have dropped half of it on the floor, but that's okay because it's going to get soaked. So I'll just whack them in here like this, and then it gets filled up with water, gives them a wash. I clean out any of these little scruffy bits as well. And so any of these little ends I can just chop off here. They can be used for another type of soup. You can make a celery soup if you want it, but I just cut these in half and into the thing they go. Oh, you're not seeing that. Okay, so keep all these little ends because they will be used for something else, but I don't use the leaves. People eat them. I don't eat them. They cause a lot of wind, and I remember my dad saying don't eat the leaves, but apparently you can make soup with them. I don't make soup with them because I find that you can use the stem parts. See the little stems? Why waste those? You can cut them up, but don't use the leaves. I think that's where the toxins are, even though they're supposed to be very good for you. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Do you use the leaves of the celery? I don't know. That's boiling well. This should be, once I've got this done, I'm going to put in the heads and let them cook down. I love celery. I love just eating it with my hummus. I make hummus and I just gobble it down with the hummus. Let's see what I've got here. A load of these leaves. Leaves. Oh, here's another one. Okay. Ouch, don't cut towards yourself. You'll end up cutting yourself. All right. So that's it. I'm just going to put water in there, and that'll clean that, and I'll then dry it sort of and bag it. Okay, so what else am I going to do? I think this is done. I think this is ready. I think it's been about 20 minutes. want roughly 20, 20 minutes. You just want to make sure these are fairly soft. You can poke them with a fork if you like. And, if you've got a little fork to poke them with. Whoops. Jeez. I've got a crash and burn situation happening here. Okay. So there they are. And they're quite, it's on a nice rolling boil. And I may have to put more stock in there. I've got a vegetable stock, but I'm just going to chuck in all this broccoli. Looks beautiful. And I've got more here. That's why I'm using this big pot. I knew I'd need the big pot. And then I've got all these bits in here which have fallen out. Don't let any go to waste. You've got to cook it all. I suppose I could have kept some, but anyway, I think I've already got a little bit for my, what do you call it? Coleslaw. So I'm just going to leave that. This is really going to steam a lot of this. I'm going to make up another jug of the, what did I say? Stock. So I've got some stock powder. Where's my stock powder? Here we go. I got some vegan, gluten-free stock powder, and I'm just going to whack it in there. So just free hands. Free hands. Let's do that. Hands free. Okay. Hang on a minute. Where's mine? Okay, so I'm just going to whack actually the rest of what's in here. This is a Marcel's brand. It's a really lovely gluten-free one as well. So let's just put a little bit of this water in and stir it around because it's a bit hot and I don't want this jug cracking on me. I did that to my last beautiful jug. I put boiling water straight in and it smashed into a million pieces right in front of my eyes. In fact, it didn't smash. It actually exploded into a million pieces. So that was not fun. But yeah, that will heat this up and so it will be able to take the hot water. You just have to warm up the jug. I'm saying that with faith. Faith. And anyway, I'm just going to whack that in. And that may... Let's lift that off the bottom a little bit. Okay, I just want to see how much water I actually have in there. There's a fair bit of water in there, but I think it can still do with some more. So I'm just going to put the lid on, let that steam, and pour some more water. I'm coming back. I just didn't turn the thing around. Hang on. Okay, it's on. The jug's on. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, sorry, I'm over here. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm coming back. Okay. Here I am. Oh, where are you? What's that? What is that? Weather keeps stopping. Oh, it keeps stopping, does it? Is it stopping? Oh, probably because I wasn't moving. You know, when you've got to move around. Yeah, so I boil these little bottles. I put boiling water in these, and it keeps it boiling for hours, 6, 7, 8 hours. They're really good, so I can use them. Now, I'm going to take this away. I've finished with this whole box. And that is, I can feel that boiling away. Okay, I've got beautiful wombok. It's going, look at the size of this wombok. I mean, it is enormous, and that would do me weeks. It's, you know, you can make a beautiful wombok soup as well. I'm not doing it. I'll be just using it for different things. I think I've got enough soup, you know, really, for evening meals, because I'll be making the beautiful corn soup, corn Thai curry, which, yeah, that looks absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Anyway, I'm not doing that today. That's going to be for another day. So I'm just going to open the coconut cream, because that's the next step just about. I've got, look at that, a beautiful 100% coconut cream. Now that's the one brand, and then I've got this other brand which is supposed to be 100%. It's a, does it say there? Australian organic, but it doesn't go hard like the other one. So I imagine there is a stabilizer or an emulsifier in there, and it doesn't say there is. It might be garum gum. I'm hoping if it is, it's garum gum, like a vegetable type of thickener, because I get allergic to some of the other ones. So, okay, hang on a minute. Just got to get this butter and put it in the fridge. And this is what I had this morning. Beautiful, beautiful coffee. I percolated it. This is just a 1 cup pot. And it's my coffee, and of course I only put like half a strainer in there, but I'll use this again. I'll refill this and use that coffee for the second cup, because I don't need it too strong. I double roasted some accidentally, and a friend of mine loves really dark coffee, so I'm going to give that to them, and hopefully they'll enjoy that. How's this going? I can hear it. It's up high. I'm on a high roll with that. So I'm going to get these onions, and I'm going to put them in a plastic bag to go in the fridge. Actually, they probably don't need a plastic bag. I can just put them in a container. Hang on a tick. Okay, what have I got here? This is what I've got for the fridge, and I've got, what are they? Oh, there's some leftover onions. This one's starting to grow. That's okay. And I've got some carrot. So I'll leave the carrots in the bag, otherwise they get all shriveled up. And I got sweet potato there. I'll put the sweet potato in the front, and then I'll just put all these red onions. I love red onions. I love them. I love to cook them and make red onion jam. I like to use them with hang on, put a little one there, with you know, my lunches. Just cook them up and use them with lunch. So that's good. Yeah, I made a bit of a space there. I take this one out. I think I'll take those two out. They need to be eaten. I think I'm going to put the other onions in, and these sweet potatoes, because I need room for these beautiful, beautiful corns I want to put in here. I've got 5 because 3 will be staying just the corn of the cob, and then 2 of them will be creamed. I'll be doing the cream corn, and that'll be beautiful. Okay, and that can just go in the fridge. Beautiful. So there we go. I've got some beautiful pineapple. Actually, I'm a bit hungry. Look at this. I've got no room in my fridge for things like this. I mean, look at the size of this. This is humongous. I love a bargain. And I've got this beautiful garlic. And I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's another thing I got, was the garlic. So let's have a look here. Let's have some pineapple. I'm going to put some of this into my bowl because I don't really like it straight out of the fridge. I like it when it's room temperature, and I can really taste the sweetness. I mean, this one is so sweet. I was somewhere. Where did I get these? They're just brilliantly sweet. They're local grown. I think I was up the mountain and I grabbed it. I mean, yeah, you think that looks like a lot? That's okay. I've got another one in the fridge. I am going to get through this and it will be yummy. Leave it there too. Oh, there's some beautiful juice in there. I want to drink it. No, don't drink it. Leave it. Chip a little bit in there and I'll drink some of it after I've finished. I'll leave a little bit in there. If you leave a little bit of juice in, it does keep it fresher longer. So probably, you know, it saves it drying out. So I've got this new Fandangle thing for the Wi-Fi, and yeah, I've got to set that up today as well. So hey, how you going? Yeah, Banjo, yum. Yeah, anyway, that should be nearly done. Like, you don't need to, that just needs to be simmered because you are going to reheat this. You're going to reheat it at some point. So, so drop the phone and, hello, is this around the right way? No, I'm upside down. So look, hang on, turn it around. So look, it's all gone lovely and green, and that is cooking through beautifully. I'm just lifting it up by putting the spoon in at the sides and lifting, and that way you're not using your back, you're not using any pat, you're sort of on the side of it and pushing down, so you're not using any kind of tension on there. This is almost done. I can feel it. It's, you know, you just gotta see how it's starting to go a little mushy. Some of these are still whole, so it's not quite ready yet. But I am chopping through them. Like with this, it's chopping through, so, you know, the blade will come there. I'm just going to stick in straight away this coconut cream to see how high that comes up. And I may need a little bit more water in there. So that's a large can, and then this is a smaller can. This is the actual beautiful coconut cream that I love. And I don't know how I ended up getting the other, sorry, I just dropped that. I'll scrape this tin out. Yeah, and then you just do the same thing. Lift it up. Lift it up. Get all the way to the bottom. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's going to be lovely and thick. Lovely and thick. Okay. Sorry about dropping you. I hope that didn't make your ears go funny. Yeah, so yeah, it's unbalanced. I think that's the problem. I think I got a little tiny spatula, and I really like to use these to get the rest of the how do I do this without cutting myself? I don't think I can. Oh, here we go. Okay. Look at that. Scrape your chin. Don't waste any of that beautiful, beautiful coconut. Get your spatula in there. Get it out. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So, all right, we got that. Yeah, I don't know what I've lost. I may have lost you in the garden. That's okay. Sorry about that. Just putting the lid back on for a little while longer while we have a chat. I think that's, and then, you know how I love my blitzer for everything. If I can't use this in a recipe, I really don't use them for much. I'm going to make some cake this week as well, and I'll be using the blitzer. Not sure if I'll be putting it on this recipe. See, I have these recipes that I put in these little folders, and so these are the ones that I just keep going back to and back to and back to. And this is the broccoli soup, but there's so many different ones in here, and so I'm thinking about putting it onto Amazon or something like that, and just selling them, and you guys can print them out and laminate them, you know, just for $5 or something, and have your own set of my favorite recipes, and just hook them up, laminate them, and hang them in your kitchen. This is where I hang mine. I've got a little hanging hook, and I'm about to do the second book as well. So see, I've got the little hanging hook there, and that's where that one stays, and it's great. So yeah, that will be coming in a while. Like, you know, there's only one of me. I can't do everything. I've just got to balance my time. Okay. Oh, that's right. We've got these beans, little beanie things. Okay. So this is what I do. I just tip them into, this is the coffee. I know I've only got a few. That's probably enough for half a cup of coffee there. So when you look at how much coffee you're going to need for a cup, you're probably going to need maybe twice that amount for 1 cup. It's that's why I save it all. But I put water in this. Yeah, I'm just cooking that. And I leave it covered. But you can eat these little cherry beans. They're absolutely beautiful. They're very sweet, and they will give you a coffee kick, I can tell you that. And this is the seed inside. Hang on, wait a minute. That's the coffee. Anyway, I haven't been using these as a cake recipe or to make jam or anything like that, but I will be next year, because this year I really got stuck into my garden. I've been thinning it. I've been mulching it. There's been a lot of transformation in the garden where I'm just really getting it to the point where it's not much work at all. Finally, after 13 years. And I will be putting a video up at some point in the future with what the garden looked like when I first came here to what it looks like now. There's a big difference. There was absolutely nothing really much here. There was a few edible plants, but other than that, there wasn't much at all. And I didn't realize there was some edible plants here until I've been here for quite some time, because yeah, I hadn't really, I started developing one area at a time. Oh, that's not even, it wasn't even on the thing. I pulled it towards myself. I just want to check it. I think that's great. I'm just going to stick a fork in there because we don't want to overcook it. No, I know that's plenty. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to turn that off now, just for a minute. And I've got some water boiling there. And I just want to put the fan on for a check. So put the fan on, get some water for that. Okay, I'm going to bring this forward. Bring it forward. Let's bring it forward. Okay. Oh, hang on. That's me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's looking really good. When you poke these little sticks here, it should go straight through. Where is it? There. So that's fairly good. Some of them are, this one's a little bit hard still. What's going on there? They might have been up the top and not gotten into the water, but I don't care. I'm going to give that a mash. It doesn't have to be particularly mashed. I'm just going to quickly stick this in. Now watch, just don't flick it up on yourself. Sorry, I had to move it over. My blender cord is plugged into the PowerPoint. Now don't flick it all up on yourself. Anyway, this is what you do, okay? I'm just going to turn this water off. It's been bubbling away there for long enough. I do a 2-minute roll. So, yeah. Stop. Okay. Yeah, so I've got all this to put away, all these foods. I have got so much to do, but this is what I'm doing in the meantime. I haven't really been hungry. I've been going through a bit of stress lately. And so, yeah, stress from the past, which I should have dealt with it a long time ago, but finally doing it now. And of course, it's time to get creative, time to start cooking and enjoying eating again. Now let's have a look. This is looking beautiful. So what you're after is you want a really fine blend. If you like a chunky soup, you can leave it at this and leave it nice and chunky. Now, if it's not breaking down, you can put it back on the heat for, another 5 minutes and then give it another blitz. But that's about it. I'm going to leave that there because that's making a lot of noise, and I don't want to yell over the top of that. It's really hard. So, yeah. Enjoy doing this. Enjoy doing some of that soupy whoopy. You're back. Oh my gosh. Hello. You're back. Oh my gosh. Hello. I nearly lost you there. I touched the wrong button. I do that all the time when I go to put you back up on the stand. I pushed the wrong button. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me in the kitchen this morning and sharing this time. It was a little, and yeah, the coffee, just a small amount of coffee. This is the end. There's still quite a bit on there, so it's quite good. Pineapple, yum. This is going to be delightful. I'm going to say goodbye. Ciao for now. Love you all. Have a beautiful day, even if it's raining. Find something happy about it, which is, there is so much to do out there. It's looking good. Don't be sitting around doing nothing. I suppose you can. If you want to live in your pajamas and just drink coffee and watch movies today, it's probably a good day for doing that. But yeah, it's what is today? Oh, it's Saturday. Oh, all day. All right. Ciao for now. Bye. Oh, is it going to turn off? No, it's not. Okay.